Did you hear the Bitcoin and Ethereum merge incoming? Do you know the Beacon Chain proof of stake system will soon combine with the present Ethereum Mainnet? As a result, Ethereum will fully migrate to proof of stake and end proof of work. But this also paves the way for sharding and other future scalability improvements. So, why do you need to know about the Ethereum Merge? Let's use a straightforward analogy now. If Ethereum were a spacecraft, it might not be quite ready for an interplanetary journey. The neighborhood has constructed a new engine and a fortified hull using the Beacon Chain. It's almost time to hot swap the new engine for an old mid-flight after extensive testing. The good news is that the current spacecraft will be equipped with a new, more effective engine, allowing it to make some significant light years and take on the cosmos. Compared to savings account, investing has the potential to provide substantially larger returns. But this advantage comes with a risk. In this video, we'll be having a deep look at the Ethereum Merge. We'll discuss how Ethereum Merge can affect the investment market and what you should be aware of. Make sure to watch all the way to the end to find out why the price of Ethereum is predicted to decline by analysts. Finally, Ethereum is entering its summer. If you think cryptocurrencies and blockchains will become commonplace, and who doesn't, right? Then now could be an excellent time to acquire some ETH. Ethereum will be more significant, better, quicker, and more substantial due to the considerable update known as the Merge. You may believe that crypto represents the future of the metaverse, or you may believe that it's a swindle in the metaverse. Regardless of your stance, the imminent Ethereum Merge is a watershed moment. The long-delayed update to the Ethereum blockchain is now scheduled for September 15th. If successful, the blockchain's vast electrical consumption will be reduced by more than 99%. If you'd like to know more about the metaverse and how to monetize from it, make sure to watch our video in the top right corner. I'll also leave a link in the description below. To stay up to date on what's going on in crypto, NFTs, and the metaverse, subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss out on more informational videos. We can tell you what we believe are suitable investments in cryptocurrencies. However, we're not financial experts, so do your homework before putting your money into any business. Investing into cryptocurrencies requires time and work, and it may be hazardous, but if done right and with patience, it can turn you into the next Elon Musk. So, here's everything about Ethereum Merge incoming. Ethereum Merge incoming. Ethereum Merge explained. What is the Ethereum Merge? The Merge combines Ethereum's new proof-of-stake consensus layer, the Beacon Chain, with its current execution layer, the mainnet we now utilize. Instead of employing energy-intensive mining, it uses staked ETH to safeguard the network. More scalability, security, and sustainability is a really exciting step toward achieving the Ethereum mission. It's vital to keep in mind that the Beacon Chain first shipped apart from Mainnet, while the Beacon Chain operates concurrently with the Proof of Stake. The Ethereum Mainnet continues to be protected by Proof of Work with all of its accounts, balances, intelligent contracts, and blockchain information. When these two systems eventually converge at the next merge, Proof of Stake will completely replace Proof of Work. If you'd like to know more about Proof of Stake, how it works, and how to create passive income from staking crypto, make sure to watch our videos in the top right corner. I'll also leave a link in the description below. Let's discuss merging with the mainnet. Proof of Work has now protected the mainnet since its inception. It holds each transaction, smart contract, and balance since Ethereum's launch in July 2015. This is the Ethereum blockchain that we're all familiar with. We're all accustomed to it somewhat. Developers have been diligently preparing Ethereum for a potential switch from Proof of Work to Proof of Stake throughout the platform's existence. The Beacon Chain was established in December 2020 and has since functioned alongside Mainnet as a distant blockchain. The Beacon Chain has not handled transactions on the Mainnet. Instead, it has agreed on active validators and their account balances to gain consensus on its state. The moment for the Beacon Chain to decide on more is now approaching after lengthy testing, including execution layer transactions and account balances. The Beacon Chain will serve as a consensus engine for all network data following the merge. What should you do about the Ethereum Merge? Although everyone will eventually feel the effects of the merge, certain people may need immediate action to be completely prepared. The merge is one of the most significant and anticipated updates in the history of Ethereum. Okay, so to start with, calm down. To keep your money safe when it enters the merge, there's nothing you need to do. After switching to proof of stake, Ethereum's complete history of its creation is still preserved and unchanged. After the merge, you'll still be able to access any money that was in your wallet before the merge. The good news is that you do not need to do anything to update. It would be best if you were highly vigilant for scammers attempting to take advantage of people during this transition, as the merge of Ethereum Mainnet draws closer. To upgrade to ETH2, do not transfer your ETH anywhere. There is no ETH2 token, and your money is protected without any more action. Be careful. According to the Ethereum website, present ETH holders are not required to take action in light of the merger. Your holdings stay the same, but you can participate more in the upgrade by staking or helping to test the changes. So there's no need for further anxiety about this. Should you change your investment strategy, though, is a question you could have. Then don't worry, there's no need for you to take any action as things go. It'll take some time for everything to come into place, and during this period, other variables like more regulation may impact Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies. But what will happen after the merge? Well, did you know that if you work hard and invest wisely, you can afford to turn 65 on your 80th birthday? We know that Ethereum proof of work era will end, ushering in more resilient, environmental-friendly Ethereum. Find out more about how much energy Ethereum uses. This will also pave the way for more scalability improvements that would not be feasible under proof of work, advancing Ethereum toward the full scale, security, and sustainability envisioned in the Ethereum vision. There won't be two separate Ethereum networks anymore. There will only be Ethereum when ETH1 and ETH2 have been combined into a single chain. The second phase of Ethereum roadmap is the merging. By switching from proof of work to proof of stake, the merging secures transaction using ETH rather than ASIC mining equipment. This is claimed to cut Ethereum's energy use by 90% while enhancing system security. What the investment market is saying. The Ethereum Foundation has decided to incentivize participation in advance with higher staking payouts. The foundation promises a 25% APY for the following 12 months to encourage members to invest more and attain the objective faster. Chris McCann, partner at Race Capital, makes the critical observation that just the consensus layer has changed, not the execution layer. According to McCann, this means that transaction times, petrol prices, and probably neither cost-saving nor bandwidth improvements will alter. Even under these circumstances, returns can be high. Based on the average transaction value, Ethereum-using crypto audiences are willing to spend 4 times more than Binance Smart Chain audience. Therefore, if you utilize Ethereum, you are somewhat wealthy. The CEO of BDC Consulting in Dubai, Alice Kavalovich, said, "The merge will not immediately harm Solana and other Layer 1 blockchains, which is excellent news for investors in Alt Ethereum." According to McCann, Solana has been a proof-of-stake network since its inception. The merger won't impact transaction costs. Hence, none of these other blockchains will be significantly affected. Another investor believed that the merge's update would boost network capacity and eventually reduce user fees, which would lead to a rise in the volume of transactions on the blockchain. Ethereum may regain market share from other smart contract networks if its throughput rises, its transaction processing speed quickens, and its cost to users decreases. These networks arise partly due to the Ethereum's network saturation. Why the price of Ethereum is predicted to decline by analysts. As we said in the beginning, we'll be talking about why the price of Ethereum is predicted to decline by analysts. So, let's have a look at it. The second important element is the negative technical analyst indications on the price chart for Ethereum. Horizontal trendline support and a descending resistance have served as the price range for Ethereum. Analysts have classified the pattern as a descending triangle and forecasted a harmful continuation, which may see the price of Ethereum resume its downward path. If we head a few months back to May, the Ethereum price was around $2,095, but till the mid of July, it decreased to around $1,335, which was pretty alarming. At that time, experts said that the price would break below its support trendline and fall as far as the triangle's maximum height, and as a result, the descending triangle may finally come to an end. However, the current stats for August show that Ethereum's price is around $1,775, which is higher than last month's but is still low compared to May's. Looking at these ups and downs, many experts said that Ethereum's prices will become even more volatile than Bitcoin. And due to this volatility, even experts are unable to predict the future. There you have it, everything you need to know about the Ethereum Merge. Today we tried to explore everything about Ethereum Merge incoming and what you should do about it. Also, we tried to explain what will happen after the merge and what the investment market is saying about it. And lastly, we discussed why the price of Ethereum is predicted to decline by analysts. If you're new to crypto and you don't know much about cryptocurrencies, be sure to check out our video on Cardano versus Solana in the top right corner. I'll also leave a link in the description below. In that video, we covered these top cryptocurrency platforms and shared the pros and cons of each one. Let us know in the comment section if you are already into crypto, NFTs, and the metaverse. Feel free to share your experience, as it'll help others to make wise decisions. That was it from our side. Thank you so much for sharing your precious time and watching the video this far till the end. Goodbye, and we'll see you in the next video.